Welcome to the series of Angular web application from scratch. In the previous videos of this series, we have seen how to initiate our Angular 16 project, add bootstrap styling, add component. We designed the login form. You can check the link of the full playlist in the upper right corner. In the previous video, we designed this login form and add the basic validation using the reactive forms module. So you can see it's disabled now. If you put the any characters into username and the password, it will be enabled. So you can check the link of this video in the upper right corner. Right now it's not showing the alert message, error alert message below the every input field. So today we will learn how to add form validation, so that while we trying to submit, by keeping the username or the password field empty or less than 6 characters, it will prevent submit form and just show alert message below of this every input field using reactive forms module. So let's get started. So I'll jump to the VS Code, the project, our Angular application project. You can see the components login. I will in the login component.ts, I will make some changes to add the form validation. So here this form the form group basically initialize a form group containing username and password field as form control instance with empty default values. And next we have the constructor takes a form builder parameter of type form builder injected via dependency injection and assign it to the private property. Next we have the ng on init lifecycle hooks. Basically the ng on init lifecycle hooks in Angular is a method that is called once after the component's input have been initialized. So here it's reassign the form property using the form builder.group method, and configures the username password fields within the form with certain validators. You can see both the fields are required, and both the fields should have minimum length of 6 characters and maximum length for the 20 for the username and 30 for the password. And next we have the getF function that returns an object containing the form controls. This method is likely used for easier access to form controls in the components template. It will be using the HTML to access the form control. And next we have the onSubmit method called when the form is submitted. It sets the submitted flag to true. Check if the forms is invalid, then it will return, and if not, logs the form session value to the console log. Next I will I will call this if inside the login component.html and check the field is valid or not, and according to it I will display the alert message. Now if I see it's built or not, so I will open the terminal. You can see it's Lexer error, missing unexpected, so I have to identify where it's missing. So now you can see the F password here, one colon is missing. So if I put, so you can see it's compiled successfully. Now here the forms basically define the component to this form element. So here we have defined the form. So it's bind this form, and we have the ng submit on submit. So listen to the form submission event and triggers the on submit method in the component. Next we have the ng class. Here you can see the is invalid is checking the form is valid or not. Applies the css class is invalid if the form has been submitted and the username field has errors. And if the username field has error, so we are detecting if the error if it's empty or it's not 6 characters long or greater than 20 characters. Same for the password. We are checking and displaying the error message below the input fields. And we have the login type submits, which will basically call the on submit methods, and the reset will call this on reset methods, which will flag the submitted as false and the reset the form. So we'll say in the browser all the things. So if you see the login and reset buttons is collide, so I will apply the margin left to here, and you can see it's invisible. So if I press the login button, you can see the username is required and the password is required. So it's telling. And if I put the username, user must be a 6 characters. So 346. It's gone, and the password is required. Password also the 6 characters. So I will make the password. And now if I click login, you can see the username and the passwords, which we console log here, the JSON stringify this dot found dot value, and if I reset it, you can see it's resetted. It's clean the form, and if you log in again, it will give us the form validation, whatever validation we have here, and we will check also the the 20 characters. You can see the username must not exist the 20 character, so it's working as expected. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we'll see how we can integrate the APIs, the login APIs, by using the interceptor, and we will also design the dashboard component by login. By successfully login, the user can land to the dashboard. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.